Okay, it appears that this is working. So I am gratified to see that, because after today is Wednesday. After Monday's stream, I made a few changes in my OBS settings, and anytime I make changes, I get nervous. So we do seem to be broadcasting as we want to. So all good. Okay. I'm also seeing that we are 25 views away from a nice round 4,000 views. So that'd be cool if we could get to there. So I'm hoping that people out there in Twitchland and Magicland will give us a try and cheer us on to some good Magic playing. I'm also interested in seeing that on my two different monitors, I'm seeing two different view numbers. Whatever. Curly, this is an inexact science. Okay, so the two things that I need up are the Arena software, there it is, and the Restream chat, so I can monitor what may be going on in the chat stream. So we're getting close to my new job. I admit that I have a certain amount of anxiety about it. It's a field that I haven't worked in quite a long time, so some of my skills or knowledge are undoubtedly pretty rusty. It also means that I'm giving up on all of the time freedom that I have, especially as regards streaming. So again, after this week, it will be at least a couple of weeks of downtime while I sort of reevaluate what my schedule looks like it's going to be. I'm going to try my hardest at this point to try for 2 streams a week thereafter, 1 weeknight and once on the weekend. That's going to be hard, though, because the things competing for my time on weekends are many and myriad, and there are only 24 hours in the day. We shall see what we shall see. I'm going to really try my hardest to keep streaming as part of what I do, because I enjoy it just so much, and interacting with all the people out there is really just more rewarding than I can really describe. So that is my situation with that. Excuse me. Yes, I'm still playing with this cold. It is slightly better. It is getting, it is improving very, very slowly, but nevertheless, improvement is happening. So, all right, we will probably get our draft started in another half a minute or so. As is always the case, I will have to stop a couple of hours into the stream in order to get onto other things that are going on. All right, it is 12:02. Excuse me. Ranked draft, Theros Beyond Death. That is what we want. And we will pay our entry. Here we go. Temple of Malice is an okay first. Well, it's an okay card. I'm really not crazy about it as a first pick, however. Excuse me. Gray Merchant has a lot of upside. Oh boy, this is really interesting. The Shimmerwing Chimera, I think, is good. Oh my. Most people agree that the black pool of cards in this set is probably the strongest. All right, so things that are worth considering, I think. The Chimera, and maybe Enlightenment, not so much. Most people agree that the downside is real. The Gray Merchant, I think, is worth considering. Iroha's Blessing also. Deny the Divine, I think I'd rather consider that once I feel like blue is where we might be going. Rumbling Sentry, strange card. Not interested in it right now. I think, therefore, I think, therefore, I am. I think, therefore, we're probably realistically looking at 3 cards. 3 cards, rather. Probably better to take one of the uncommons. This is an enchantment creature, so that triggers a bunch of things. This can be strong, obviously. I would love to get some input. I feel like I've whittled it down to 2 choices here. The other way is which one has a higher upside. This can be a great finisher, obviously. Let's try it. Okay, the black follow-up is completely non-existent. Interesting. The Archon is not bad, I think. What's this thing do? I don't think so. Not at this point. So I'm thinking... Oh, so for white, the Dreadful Apathy is probably a really good choice. I may snap that up. Not a whole lot else here really grabs me. The Witness of Tomorrows is not bad, I think. Spire Awe, not interested. Amulet, obviously good for fixing. We're not there yet. I think Dreadful Apathy is a reasonably solid pick here. And that's what we're going to take. This is an okay blue card. This is an okay green card. If we want to keep a black, so this obviously supports the black devotion thing, but by itself it's not a terribly amazing card. The Wayfarer, not terribly impressed. The Sentinel's Eyes is fine. The Piper, not really feeling it. Sea God's Scorn, not so much. Not real keen on how this is going thus far. Although we're only 2 cards in, so let's not give up in disgust just yet. Let's hold off on the giving up in disgust. Maybe the Prophecy. Not crazy about any of these. Okay, this is solid. So I think that this could be a real thing. This is also nice, but... Okay, very interesting. Black and green, this helps us with the black. On the other hand, I've been seeing that these Arachneers seem to be wheeling, surprisingly. So I think if that is the case, then we're going to go for this Light Breath. Second one, that's interesting. Pyrrhica's Libation, don't know. In the right moment, it can be very strong. Maybe a second one of these. Don't want to go too crazy. If we do this, it might be smarter to consider green for ramping possibilities. See, Relentless Pursuit. Not right now. This is okay. I feel like this is a later pick if we want to go in that direction. I don't know. A second Blight Breath? I think I'd rather hold off and see what else may come our way. The Vexing Gull is solid. blue and black control-ish, maybe. The Warden. No, I don't feel like this is good. I don't feel like this is good enough to speculate into red. I am kind of liking the idea of some green ramp, but this is stronger. I'm going to go for the gull. I really don't know if these are good choices or not. This is not too terrible for where we may be going. Neither is this. This is not bad to keep things under control. I think I like this a little bit better. Sure, let's go for that. I would love to get some input from people. Okay, not interested in that. We're not even close on this kind of a thing. No, not interested in him. Maybe the Omen of the Dead. Yeah, I think that's what we want here. So this helps our devotion, but this is a more solid card. I think I like the gull a little bit better, because I feel like we're going to be likely to be able to pick up more of these as we go. So with that, let's try for the Vexing Gull. All right. I don't think so. So Wings of Hubris. I know that the Lords of Limited like this in sealed. I think Deny the Divine is probably better for us. That is my guess. Aspect of Lamprey. I think I like the Turtle better, although the Devotion there could be nice. Okay, here we will take this guy. Sage. Not interested. This is an okay battle trick. This wouldn't be bad actually on one of my flyers. I'm going to go ahead with that. Another Omen. Well, nothing else here of note. And this guy. Another Gray Merchant. That's really interesting. Oh, but also a Final Death. Why? Why? Why is it giving me two cards that I would really love to snap up? Alright, so after... So blue is looking a little bit more... We only have this one white card. I'm going to move the Apathy off to the side right now. The Blessing is good too. This is not a terrible card, but I think we really want to choose between another Gray Merchant or a Final Death. Oh boy. Well, what's our curve looking like so far? We're not so top heavy just yet. I think it's safer to just take the Final Death, and that's what we're going to do. I hope that's a good decision. Heliod's Punishment. Physician, Harpy. The Hierophant is fine. The only drawback, well, the drawback to that is it can dump one of our good creatures, but we do have the two Omens, so we can get something back if we need to. If we were in green, this would be a definite possibility. I think we want the Hierophant. In blue, we have the 6th Amorphosis. That is looking pretty likely. The lionfish, no, that's not where we're headed right now. Lead instructor, no, I think we want the ichthyomorphosis. Yes, that is what we will take. Lamphead is absolutely solid. I'm looking at you. We don't seem to be having a lot of enchantments. A few, but nothing amazing. I think the Lamphead is fine here. Soul Reaper, maybe. Not seeing a lot else. Another Gull. I actually kind of like the Gull. This helps our devotion, but I feel like this is at a higher level. I'm going to go with that. Another Lamphead, another Turtle, Oblivion, I don't think so. Eidolon, I don't think so. I think we're going to go for another Lamphead here. Here's that Temple Thief. Well, it's not the same one, but I did expect we would be seeing more of these. I'm not seeing anything else here that is even close to considerable. What is this thing? Oh yeah. I don't know. Did we pick up a chain to memory? No, we bypassed it before. This guy is terrible. This guy is also not very good. Minions return? Putting it on the Gray Merchant could be pretty sick. But I feel like this is probably a wiser choice. Alright, so we can go for another. I think the Soul Reaper is what we want here. And Grim Physician, no. These are both terrible. I'm going to take this for my collection. Here I will take this for the card draw. I already have one sword, that's already plenty. Chain to memory, I guess. Neither of these is relevant to us here and now. Excuse me. Sure, let's take this. Woe Strider, that looks promising. Sack another creature, scry 1. And it escapes rather. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we want the Woe Strider. Let me just see what else there is here. The Agonizing Remorse is not bad. Yeah, Woe Strider it is. I think that was pretty straightforward. Okay, so now we have the Chimera. We have this guy. Sleep of the Dead, I don't think so. I'm not going to splash green for him. Thirst for Meaning is good also. Card draw, rarely bad. So do we like an okay creature? Do we like card draw? Do we like a beefier guy? Help our devotion a little bit. Again, let's look at our curve. I doubt that we'll play him. Probably only one of him. Maybe a Sweet Oblivion. I'm not seeing it right now. Maybe. I feel like more black creatures is what we want, if possible. The 5-drop would go into here. The 4-drop, we already have 2 of each. I think cheaper is probably better, so we're going to go with that. Another Final Death. That is nice. Let's take a closer look at what we've got. Yeah, I think another Final Death is definitely what we want. What is this thing? Okay. No. Final Death. Another Great Merchant. That is looking very... Oh, and a Myers... You know, really? Same thing as before. So the two one that we have to now consider are another Great Merchant, which would be fine, or the Myers Grasp for more removal. Will this come back? I think it unlikely. I would love to get some advice. Excuse me. Sorry for the coughing. Still getting over this blankety blank cold. All right, so clearly we're in black and blue. There's nothing terribly amazing here. We would very much like to make the Black Devotion a thing because of our Great Merchant. So having 2 is that much better. But this Myers Grasp is really, really hard to pass up. There's curve considerations, actually. Another Great Merchant really pads up this, which is... I think we have to go for the Myers Grasp. But it's painful. If there's anybody out there, I'd love to hear your thought. Otherwise, it's going to be Myers Grasp. All right, here we have junk across the board. Devour. Put into my graveyard from the library. Sure, why not? It's on color. Why not? Omen of the Sea is good, actually. The Hierophant is also good for the reasons that I think we can see. The favor? No, I don't think so. If I'm going to take a black card, it would be the Venomous Hierophant. Hierophant? I'm not sure which it is. The alternative is the Omen. I'm going to go for the Omen. Hope for good stuff. We already have 2 of these. I feel like that's plenty. Brine Giant? 2 of these. I mean, we already have 1. We already have a good amount of high casting stuff. So he's at the 2. We have a good amount of stuff in the 2 column. So therefore, oh well, they're both 2. He's a better blocker. This costs 7 or less. I'm going to take him, I think. Better finisher should we find ourselves in need of a finisher. Sweet Oblivion, no thank you. Eidolon. So I think now we do want the Berserker. Again, we have a lot of things in the 5 slot. Not so many. Sure, let's go ahead and take him. Okay, we already have one of this. Mirror Shield, not very interesting. He's even less interesting. We already have one of these. Sure, let's take another 3-drop. Okay, clearly it's going to be either another Berserker or a Sword. I think Berserker makes more sense, but yeah, we're pretty heavily into these. Another Gull, sure, why not? A Memory Drain, I think I like him better, actually. We'll take him. And another one. Alright, here's our deck. Alright, we have to cut a bunch of cards. Chain to Memory. Okay, the Turtle is good. These two guys are good. The Prophecy. I think I like Omen of the Sea better than the Prophecy, actually. What does this do again? Into my graveyard for my library. That's interesting. Sure, let's leave him for now. The Hierophant is fine. I think I have maybe too many of these. Let's get rid of one of this. How many enchantments are we likely to have by turn 5 or 6? Not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to drop one of him. 5. 6. 7 or 8. Okay, so I'm going to keep him because I might be able to get him out by turn 6, and that's kind of acceptable, I think. The Sword is probably not going to do it for me. Chain to Memory is not bad for the scrying, but I already have the Omen for a little bit of scrying. I think that may be it, actually. I don't see having a lot of mana up, so I'm going to drop the Deny the Divine. Did I have 2? What did I just cut? I'm not even sure what I just cut. How many black cards have I got? 1, 2, 3. How many black permanents have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. I'd rather not cut too many black cards because of our devotion considerations. Let's lose the Instructor. I like the card draw, but we're gonna get rid of him for now. Definitely want 17 lands because we have some expensive spells here. The Chain to Memory, I am gonna drop that for right now. So I have 4 pieces of removal, is that right? I have the Mire's Grasp, I have 2 Final Deaths, and I have Ichthyomorphosis. Okay, I'd rather not lose any more. What's our creature count looking like? 19, that's a little on the high side. I think the Turtle may not be necessary for our plan. So we need to drop one more. Maybe the Giant. But I don't have really much in the way of finishers. I have the one Berserker. Maybe the Soul Reaper. Although he is an enchantment creature, which can help the giant. And some expensive card draw might not be terrible. I could just leave it at 41 cards and hope for the best. That is a possibility. Low Strider is good. We want to keep him. I think that's what I may do. If there's nobody here to talk me out of it, then I suspect that's going to be our approach. Thank you so much, Sacrifice. I really appreciate it. So if you're there, let me know and tell me if my keeping a 41 card deck is too insane or not. And thank you again for your generous subscription. I really, really do appreciate it. This is best of one. As you see, we're in blue and black. I don't consider this to be an amazing deck. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that. Before I dive in, do you see any things that I've included that you think is insane? And alternatively, anything that I've left out that you think should go in? Feel free to take a moment to your experience. I had a very, very rocky start with my first couple of Theros drafts. The first two I did were best of 3. 3-3 is not terrible. I've done a heck of a lot worse than 3-3. The one that I did on Monday, I ended up going 5-3, so that was not terrible. Two or 3 of the wins were directly attributable to Kiora Best the Sea God, because as we know, it's really hard to win with that. I think the 2/2 flash flying is decent. If nothing else, it can be sort of an okay combat trick, and a 2/2 flyers for 3 are always acceptable. Two things to consider is I do have a Gray Merchants here, and I have this Blight Breath. So Black Devotion is a thing. I actually could have 4. There's a 4th one here, but I am unwilling to run 42 cards. So again, if you have any thoughts on inclusions or disinclusions, then love to hear the thoughts, or in our case, see the thoughts. Let's give it a go. I have some familiarity with it, but not a whole lot. And as you well know, over the next few weeks, it's going to be hard for me to increase my familiarity a lot due to the new work schedule. Yeah, I go first, of course. I guess keep this and scry into some swamps. Definitely a dangerous. I feel like you're an imposter. Let's see what we get. And Foil Tyrant Scholar is mulliganing. So let's see if that helps our cause. Yeah, that is true. Wow, he's really not liking his hands. Bad for him, good for us. feel like this is a new battlefield, a new arena setting. I don't recall seeing this one. Not a lot. No, not really. I feel like it's just a solid card, and I can always sack creatures in response to removal and that sort of thing. Okay, we want swamps. I'm gonna bottom both of those. Yeah, because we do need that, and there it is. Okay, nice. I think the Woe Strider is definitely what we want here. Actually maybe the Charger, to try to get some aggro going. Do you like the Charger or the Strider better? I think I like the Charger better. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for the raid, Scotty Nada. That's a lot of viewers. I'm a small streamer. I'm not used to this kind of overwhelming presence. Welcome to one and all. Good to see you guys. Hello, Spiffy. Hello. Oh boy. All of you guys. Good to see you all. He is not an enchantment. So we're going to swing with everybody. Hello, all you guys. Well, my name is grizzledmage, so sure. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Wow. It is great to see all of you people. This is marvelous. Okay, so at this point, I think I'd like some more lands. Where am I going next week? I am starting a new job. It is going to completely change my schedule. Usually I stream 3 days a week in the middle of the day, but my new job will disallow that. That's annoying. So I have to see how the new job's going to play out, and then I'm going to have to see where I can fit in streams in the future. Hello, everybody. Okay, don't worry about that warning. The Nightbot is set up so that if people use a lot of caps, it gives that thing. Sure, we're gonna send our Charger in. And let's bring out our Temple Thief. And hope for some... Oh, do you guys know each other? Okay, so for you folks who are not used to the stream, not only do I allow suggestions and backseat gaming, I encourage it, because the whole raison d'etre for the stream is to try to get better at booster drafts. Thank you all for the new followers, for the new follows. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. If I could physically hug all you guys, I think I would. Am I humble? I don't know if I'm humble so much as just I understand that I have a great deal to learn. Thank you so much for the follows, boy. All right, another land is excellent. Don't have any really good attacks here, so thank you for the follows. Let's bring out an Ohm. No, it's not, because I have no targets. I have nothing. So we're going to scry at the end of his turn. Hope for some good stuff. That is true. I'm hoping to save him for blocking so I can get some additional value if need be. All right, let us do this. The final death is nice. I think I want both of these. The Gray Merchant maybe can come out next turn. Yeah, I agree with all of that. And okay, so let's see. He has Death Touch. I could get rid of him. How many? He already has 5 cards in his graveyard. The Gray Merchant. The Gray Merchant will hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exile the spawn. I'm thinking of it. You're liking the exiling of the spawn. I still don't have any good attacks. I'm fine with exiling the spawn. I'm gonna do it on his turn. Unless we want to go Berserker into attack. Berserker's not bad, actually. I like the Berserker. I guess that's true. On the congrats. So let's go at. Oh, but he can't. Let's see. Escapes with 2. If need be, I can sack that. Yeah. So let's go ahead to combat, and I don't have time to spend a lot dirtling around. Okay, so exiling, and then he has his own. Interesting. Yeah. Alright, so what do we get rid of? His spawn or his Strider? Okay, my turn. I have 2 final deaths, that's nice. Strider first. Gotta kill the Strider. Oh, kill the Strider first. Do that now or on his turn. So now or later. Now or later on final deathing his Strider. I have no time to dirtle here. So, final death on Strider now or later. If I don't get a response ASAP, wait till their turn. I'm gonna go with Sacrifice. I've known him for many years, and that will be that. Okay, that resolves. Yeah. And I feel like following up with a Berserk attack is probably a thing to do. Yeah. Exactly. So I feel like we're all in agreement. So let's go to combat. Send him in. Death Touch. I forgot about the Death Touch. Right. Seems great. I hope it is. I did not have a really great feeling about it as it was coming together. But good point, Spiffy. I like your analysis. Another Hierophant. Boy, what a guy. Okay, and how much does this cost? 6? So he can't do it just yet. Thank you, Dish. I hope to see you again later as well. Thank you for visiting. Pleasure to see all of you. This is really interesting. So I could get my Berserker back. I could get my Charger back. The pleasure is all mine. After exiling the spawn, though. Or buy back with the Omen. Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's do it. He will undoubtedly trade. Or not. Or not. Interesting. Okay, we're going to end the turn. Maybe this is why I could never be a really big time streamer, because it's very hard for me to keep track of all of this chat. So forgive me, anybody who makes an on target comment that I may miss. Thanks, guys. We are going to block with him. Before damage, we will sack him. Another Gull? What do you think? Do we like the Gull or the other stuff? I feel like I'd rather get some other stuff into our hand. Yeah, I agree with that. Getting him out could be very good. All right, let's see what he follows. Boy, he's got like a mono Hierophant deck here. I like it. All right, so let's see. 1, 2. I could deal him 4 and swing with everybody, which I like. And then try to follow up with him. So I think we want the Cattle Boss, get rid of him, and swing with the gang. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to target him. Everybody's going in. Okay, looking good. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So if my board stays intact, then we're going to. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're good here. Yeah, nice. Will he attack? Apparently not. Thank you so much for the follow. You guys are great. I really appreciate all the support. Let's just do this. There's no reason not to. And that's it. Good game. Okay. Don't know that I couldn't have done it without you guys. And thank you for the follow also, Nandy. Nice. All right. Newcomers, do you guys want to look at the deck before we go to game 2?
Prepare to burn.
Jace. Hey, have a great draft, Spiffy. Thank you again for joining. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for everything. Interesting. You guys know each other. I'd love to hear more about it at some point. Anybody want to look at the deck before we give our next game a go? Thank you, Nandu. Thank you. Anybody want to look at the deck? Going once. Going twice. Just want to see if I missed any comments to that effect. Okay, so let's take a look. Here's what we have. I'm not sure that this Brine Giant is great in this deck, but I felt like I needed more high-end, high-powered creatures. Thank you, Ryan. Really appreciate it. Boy, this is like one of my best streams ever. And the game's going well, too. Life is good. Excuse me. All right, here's what we have. Okay, if you want me to enlarge anything, highlight anything. Survey. I wonder what the survey is. Okay, but that is outside the scope of our whatever. Bye. To all who are departing, I hope to see you in the future. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Hang on a minute. While you guys are looking at the deck, I want to include. That's not what I wanted. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to post something in the stream. So, hello. Where is? I'm trying to. All right, doesn't matter. I'm gonna post something in the stream. Give me a moment to pull it up. So this is on the Nightbot thing. Bear with me. So that was my feeling, Bash. Having some flyers is not bad. Okay, so I'm going to post something. Give me a moment. So edit, and let me pull that up. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to post the link to join our Discord. I would love to see any of you who are interested in our Discord. We have some interesting conversations going on. We have some off-stream tournaments going. Let me go ahead and post that. Here we are. All right, here we are. Here we are going to try to be. There we go. So, all right, so I encourage any and all who are interested to join our Discord if you have a mind. Okay, now, let's go back to the deck at hand. So questions on the go. All right, if we cut it to 2, what would be an appropriate add-in? We could put in the Soul Reaper as another guy on the board. We could put in this turtle. Well, we are at 40. That is true. We could keep it at 40, which might not be a bad idea because we do have some high-costed stuff going on here. The 2/3 white one is what? The Sunmane something. Deny over another goal. Deny the divine is fine. We could put that back in. The reason so tell me what you think of this reasoning. The reason I cut deny the divine during my initial deck build is because I feel like we really want to be doing stuff mostly on our turn, and I don't like the idea of holding up mana in the hope that they'll play something that we want to counter. That was my thinking. We can easily envision cases where it won't play out that way, but I'm trying to think of, in general, the most likely scenarios that we will be seeing. Yeah, that's exactly right. I have very little that I can play on the other guy's turn. I have the omens, the 2 omens, the 2 goals. That's true. So you know, now that you're pointing that out, the deny is looking a little bit better. Let's put that back in. All right, so we're back to 41. Do we think we're okay with 41 cards? It worked out fine in that one game, but of course, one game is not enough to base a statistical decision on. So 41. I'm willing to say with the 41 cards. I do, in general, seem to suffer from Mana Flood more often than I do from Mana Screw. Having said that, let's close out our deck discussion. I get cutting the Temple Thief. I know what you're talking about. This guy. That's true. I like him because he can sometimes be unblockable, and he does help our devotion a little bit. Yeah. As Sacrifice just pointed out. I mean, I certainly agree. He's nothing crazy. Yeah. Alright, so having weighed all the pros and cons, I think we are going to be ready to go back to our game. If there are some screaming strong opinions, now is the time. Let's go. Go for you. I hear that. It doesn't bother me, and I'm not a great player, but I've been playing limited long enough that I really... how can I say this? What am I trying to say? Non-statistical remembrance seems to indicate that it should not be a problem. And thank you so much for the follow. We can always make a change after the next turn, and we're certainly going to keep this. We will start with a swamp. And we will probably continue with our Lampad. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Boy, I'd like to take all of you home for dinner, so to speak. Yeah, we do need action. We have some removal. We can bring him out the next turn. Let's see what we see. Ooh, that's annoying. I guess I can sack him in response. Sure. Alright, now, let me remind myself of what these things do. He's gonna take out my death or my grasp. That is unfortunate. Alright, there's nothing I can do about that. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Well, you guys are just great. I think I just need to be mana efficient and play my Chimera, and that's that. Again, and I posted earlier that Discord link. There will be changes in my schedule, in my stream, so I encourage you to go to that Discord to get updates. And I will, of course, change the widget on my Twitch page. That would be great if the flyer can get there. What do we like? I think the Charger at this point is what we want. Yeah, I think the Charger, in the hopes that he might not be able to get a blocker down in a timely manner. And I'm going to lose my two guys. C'est la vie. This is a really solid card. I wouldn't mind having one in the deck myself. Agreed with everything you just said, Bash. Sure, let's hand in everybody. If he's mana screwed, obviously that's going to help our cause. Do we like the Vexing Gull since he's already seen it? Because I can only play one. I think I'd rather play the Gull next since he knows we have it. So agree, hold off on the Gull, or go ahead and play the Reaper. Yeah, that is exactly what I was contemplating. Yep, I'm glad we are. It's great when we're all in agreement. Makes my life easier. Okay, so I'm going to be hitting him for 8 next turn because I can grasp his guy. Sure, let's grasp. Let's hit him for a lot. I feel like this game is probably going to be ours because he needs something pretty significant to come back from this. And I can play this next turn also. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I love it when a deck comes together. Interesting. The previous op did the same thing in a pointless effort to get something going. All right, nice. Okay, do we want to go to 41 cards or do we want to keep with what we got? Gotta get their quests. So, cut a card or go with what we got. So the votes are cut or go. We're 2-0. That is true. I'm happy with that. Just keep it until I lose. Well, sounds good. I like the way you think. Also, and there's that Discord link again. Ugh. Well, I have a turn 2 play. I have a turn 3 play. I think I need to keep this. And just really hope to draw an island. I think this is a keep, especially since we're on the draw. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Bash, if you have a strong argument for Mo, let's hear it now. Or anybody else out there. Sounds good. Sounds good, everybody. Yeah. I think Sacrifice's comment is spot on there. And there's our island. Nice. There we go. This is really going, you know, the only reason this is going unusually well is because of that amazing raid and all the incredible support I've been getting from that raid. So, I mean, that it has nothing to do with my picking or deck constructing skills. Well said, Sacrifice. What does this thing do? I can never remember. Can't attack or block. Loses all abilities. Oh, right. It's going to... Okay. Got it. So, I'm going to hold the Gull and try to... No, I'm going to hold the Gull and try to trap his guy. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay, so it didn't work out well. He had a good draw. Such is life. I would like to think so. I need to do this guy, right? How does this work? Okay. I think a 4-3 is a good thing to bring out. Attack. Yes, good call. And I think the Marauder is definitely what we want here. Yep. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still can't double spell yet. At least not with what's in hand. Truxel Vision is my op. Interesting handle. So what shall it be, Mr. Truxel Vision? What does Truxel mean anyway? Any ideas? Yeah. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yes, exactly. That means I'm going to be taking 4 damage in the meantime. The trouble with sacking it to Mogus is I can't make that happen for a long time. Okay, so do you guys think I should just take 4 or chump block? Okay, let's try that. I think we need this guy out. And block to sack it to the land pad. Really? I mean, he's winning the race at this point. Okay, so I will go ahead and... Okay, so I'm not understanding the line that you guys are suggesting. Okay, that's a good point, Bash. I have to play the Mogus because I need to be able to, I hope, block and possibly get value out of him. Another island would be nice, but we're not doing too horribly at this moment. Alright, let's see what he does. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Now we chump, for sure. It is. Alright, so I'm going... Let's see. Alright, so I need to chump block the 3-4 guy. And I'm going to take 3 more. Yeah, that is what I'm planning on. I'm following Sacrifice's advice at this time. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. We can always bring him in and see what happens. So we're going to pass the turn. Yeah. I can ambush with a goal. I can also activate this guy if need be. Yeah, it's annoying. Listen, I'm glad we have the one island. It's a lot better than zero. I think that's a good one to deny. Do we agree? Yeah. Interesting. In my original version of this deck, that would not have been there. So that was timely. All right, is he? I think he will attack. If I hold the, sorry, not okay. Sorry, I'm not following. What blocks do you advise, if any? I could double block the big guy. I really don't like. I really don't like going to 4. I'm gonna chump the big guy. Yeah. Really? Block the 2/3 with my 2/3. First strike? Who's first strike? He does. Not terrible. That's good. So I feel like the Wayfarer. I feel like it has to be the Wayfarer. Agreed? Yeah. I can omen the dead at the end of his turn. I'm going to send in just the Mogus. I could send in both. I'd rather just send in the Mogus. Yeah, I think that's yeah, that appeals to me as well. And I can omen end of his turn. That is flesh, right? What do we want to pull out? Actually, the Marauder might not be bad. I wouldn't mind getting the Marauder back. Do we like the Marauder or the Gull better? Well, that's annoying. That is annoying. I could chump and sack. Yeah. Chump sack. Yep. Okay. So pass 2 blockers. And let's do this now. Yeah, that would be nice if it does trade. Okay, so let's do this now. Unless he has a counterspell. Does he have the counterspell? It does. It does indeed seem like it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play this guy. That's fine. Ooh. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Lifelink. If he attacks, I'm not going to block. Ugh. Not good. Yeah, you're right. I didn't. That was an oversight. Definitely an oversight. So be it. If you want to put in the punt, not what I wanted. So I'm gonna have to block. Oh boy. I can ambush, double block something. This game is not looking good. Alright, so let's bring him in. Hoping he does not. And yeah, let's double block. Still going to take 5, going to 2. What's it going to be? My fine feathered opponent. Okay. All right. What can we get out of our library? We already have 2 islands. We don't need 2 more. That's not terrible. It's not great. I have to play it because I need a blocker. Yeah. Not the value I was really hoping for out of this guy. Could have put a stop on my upkeep to use the Omen Scry and search for cards. Had enough. That's true. Okay. Yeah. I think so. Should I attack? If I'm gonna take 3, should I attack? Yeah. He's probably wondering what I'm doing because I have no cards in hand. Okay, I need this. I need to top deck something very useful. That was not it. Unless I can get an escape card, I can still chump, quite so. Locust's Favor would be nice. The Woe Strider? Not terrible. What did I lose? Oh, it's in the graveyard, so fine. Oh, the Ichthyomorphosis would have been awesome. Too bad. No, I can't attack now. The Ichthyomorphosis, the Woe Strider. Oh, and the Blight Breath. Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah. Listen, we had 2 great first games. I'm going to go with the Death Touch guy, I think. Clearly we have to block the flyer. In case he does something. Yeah, just in case he has something up his... Yeah, well, he had something up his sleeve. No help there. I think that is game. I can play the Woe Strider. Yeah, I was thinking of that. But it just puts it into my graveyard. That doesn't... I can't imagine what that's going to do for me. Yeah. We need... Exactly right. We need to draw something. Putting it into my graveyard is no help. I have the one... Escape. I mean, I could play both, actually. Yeah, so choose 4. It doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I could, yeah, and I could scry, yeah, I could scry one, but that's no help. So let's go ahead and attack. I'm really just spinning my wheels here. There's nothing. Oh yeah, sure, terrific. Terrific. Do I have a Mogus's Favor in my sideboard? We can check. I'll be honest, I don't remember. I can, yeah. I'm gonna just concede because this is pointless. Okay, so we have time for one more game. If it's a really quick game, then I can squeeze 2 in. Do I have any Mogus's Favors? I don't think so. No. So no Mogus's Favors. Okay, let's try our next game. I did pass 1 or 2 of the Mogus's Favors during the course of the draft. In at least most of the cases, I think it was a clear pick between that and whatever it is I did select. Excuse me, I have 2 3 drops. I think I have to keep this. I have both of my colors. I'm tempted to keep, yeah. Do you agree with that, Zachary? I am inclined to keep, but it's slower than I'd like. Pit R. What do you suppose that means? Grim Physician. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, I have a 2-drop now. That's better. Although we can trade the Physician for the Thief, which is sort of... Oh, that's good. Alright, so this escapes for 3 other cards and 4. I could trade. I think I'm willing to trade with his Rage Hound for now. Oh, that's not nice. That is true, but I have stuff that I'd rather not just get pitched. Well, let's see what he does. Gary it is. Bye-bye, Gary. I think we want to play our Charger next. Although we can't block. Another Swamp would be nice to get our Marauder out. Oh, that's annoying. And he can't block. Alright, he can't block, so may as well attack, because there's nothing else he can do. And I could either go for the Vigil or the Gull. I think the Vigil is a better choice right now. I can trade with this guy again and get a little bit of value out of him. Do you agree? Stay on curve with the with this guy. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's assuming we draw another land. Oh, man. Preferably a swamp. This is not going great here. Ugh. Alright, so we have to attack, obviously. Thank you so much for the follow, Spartan. I really appreciate it. The lamp pad, the alternative is to hold up the deny. Keep bot. Okay. Sorry. So what is your counsel, my friends? Pass the turn and deny? Is it worth trading the gull for the guy? Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud. This guy has just an answer for everything. Alright, so I think Lampad and Deny. The alternative is the Marauders. I think Lampad... yeah, of course. Thank you. Lampad and... yeah, I think that is the play. I'm going to trade and get... oh, ooh. Or I could just take 3 and deny. And I am not going to... oh, well, I can't sack it anyway, otherwise the trade doesn't work, so never mind. Alright, so he needs another card in there to... interesting. Alright, we play this. 4, 5, 6, 7. So sure, we'll attack. And I'm going to hold up Deny the Divine, I think. Because right now, I'm winning the race. Okay. Look at this. He has 4 omens. This is crazy. Okay, so that's going to get denied. Well, he can't do it for a while. Next turn. That's a good one to get rid of. Yeah. But he can escape it. Nice. Oh, it is exile. Yes. Excellent. Alright, so let's attack and play our Marauder. This is looking better. That is great. Ooh, boy. That's a good one to get rid of, I think. That's even better. Wow, this is fantastic. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't do anything about it, so let's do this. Yeah. And let's swing with the gang. And I feel like he needs something really insane in order to have a chance here. That is true. Ooh. Okay, so he's going to get rid of something. Alright, let's swing. He'll block 1 and die. That's true, he did do none of that. Maybe he feels like he has just solid reds and solid blacks. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of touch and go there for a while. That is saying something. Interesting. In what, 2 or 3 drafts ago, I did have Dream Trawler in my deck. And out of the entire series of games, I never even drew it once. It was really frustrating. Okay, do I have time for another game? I think I do. Cerulean Drake? Okay, sure. Okay, let's try to squeeze in one more game, and then I'm going to have to stop. We are 3-1 so far. Not too bad. Bon appetit. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for your great advice. And take care. Stay safe. Enjoy your gaming. All right, so I have both colors. I have removal, and I think I have to keep this, even though these are not great. So long, and thank you for everything. By the way, during the course of the draft, I could have conceivably ended up with 3 Garys. The second one that I took, the second one that I saw, I instead took the 5-mana black removal spell, and the other one that I saw, I took Myers Grasp instead, and it was painful in both cases. All right, well, our lands have been flowing. That's great. This land pad has been doing absolutely fine work for me today. Absolutely fine. Okay, I think that's a good one to grasp. I'm assuming that grasping it is better than charging. Are we agreed? Charge, really? Okay. It is more aggro, nothing wrong with that. I think the Marauder is good for us right now. This can become, let's see, 3/3. Grasp the 3/4. I like it. I like it. And he has nothing to. Okay, and he even if this dies, he has nothing to recur. What can I say, Sacrifice? When you're right, you're right. I feel like the Berserker is probably a good one for our next turn. I mean, I understand all the arguments. Wow, he didn't do anything. That's not good for him. Alright, so I think we want this guy and give him +1, etc. So Berserker buffing the Charger. Sound good? More beef on board. I like it. Giving me an appetite too. He could sweep. Well, I hope he doesn't. Although if he does, I'll get a card draw out of it. Interesting. I can get my Berserker back. I think it has to be Marauder and pass. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything else that seems apparent. Green Merchant would be... Oh no, let's see. Oh, that was the previous game. Blah. Splashing Blue. It would be sick. Maybe we'll get him. What do you think? Omen for the Berserker? And then I can scry? Ichthyomorphosis on his flyer, right? Ichthyomorphosis on his flyer. I like it. Nice top deck. And we're going to send in our two bigger guys. Yes. This is going fine so far, I think. I love the name of this card, Ichthyomorphosis. Great name. Just rolls off the tongue so poetically. Ichthyomorphosis. Alright, good. Grow it. Ichthy means it's... That's right. That's exactly right, Sacrifice. I guess I could say Exacrifice right. And I'm going to end the turn, and I'm assuming it is still your counsel to hold the Omen for now. If we could omen the Blight Breath or Gary, that would be super huge. Two lands, nice. Thank you. Thank you. What did he get? He got a goal. One, two, three, four. Alright, I still don't have enough to do the goal and the Marauder. Let's send in our two big guys again. Yep. Which is better? I think the Naiad is what we want to get rid of. I think the Naiad. Does he have anybody to recur? He does not. That's fine. Okay, let's play a land. Let's play our other Marauder. I hear that. Okay, that comes into play. I have no problem with that. Or hardly any problem with it. Wow, he is really just churning away my lands for me. That's an interesting card. I've seen that do really good work. Anything here that I might want to open? The Marauder, the Berserker. Omen or pass? I guess pass. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. And I can do both of those on his turn. So I feel like sending both of my guys sideways again is what we want. Especially since we're still at 20. But he's going to have some good... Oh, and I can always escape this guy. So last time I got rid of the Naiad, he has no cards in hand. Yeah, sounds good. He has a lot of mana anyway, so the benefit from the Naiad is I don't think is going to be terribly relevant. Yep. Okay. Kind of pointless for him to do it now, but that's all right. Okay, let's bring out the Gull. Interesting. Let's send in these two guys. One, two, three. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm sacking the Charger. Pay 1. Black is good. Okay, damage. And I think the Charger again. Escape the Charger. The Devour. Oh, can't be blocked. Duh. Yeah, thank you. And I can still deny. Yes, all good, my friends. Why is that a punt? I still haven't done it. Boy, you are a cruel one. So, let's do this. That's why it was a punt. Hello, 5. Good to see you. Okay, so my turn. Okay. Fair enough. So just chill the turn? No, you don't want me to attack? So let's go ahead and do this. fine. Okay, so he has unblockable. And thank you for that 5. I knew I could count on you. And we're going to deny that. And that is game. So yes, you were quite right, Sacrifice. I did earn that punt. I missed that window. But I'm glad to see that it all worked out fine. 5, I feel like you and I have a unique relationship. From the jaws of victory. And with that said, I do not have time for another game, especially since many of these games are a little too slow. So I am going to sign off. First, let me see if there's anybody to raid. So let's check that out. Claim prize. Okay, let me see. None of my friends is streaming Magic right now. And nor do any of the recommended channels. I don't see anybody. I'm sure there are people streaming Magic, but I'm not going to go searching. So that's it. I'm going to sign off. Okay, 5. If you have somebody to raid, I am all for it. Pick a small streamer. I'll leave it up to 5 to do the legwork here. Well, thank you, Grafenwald. I really appreciate it, and it's so marvelous to have a mixture of my old standbys helping me out, as well as a bunch of new people. And wow, thank you so much. Before anything else, again, the timing is a little weird because today and Friday will be my last stream for at least a couple of weeks. My new job has a new schedule, etc., etc., etc. Please scroll back through the chat. I strongly encourage you to check out my Discord server, and I will be posting updates on schedule in there. I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and repost it because I've got it right here. So hang on, copy and copy and paste. So paste and so again, my Nightbot is set up to do it on a timer like every 30 or 45 minutes, but I just posted it here. So okay, interesting you say that because the job I'm about to start, they have a pretty strict policy with their computer use as well. So I believe that if I want to do any of that kind of stuff on my lunch hour or whatever, I'm gonna have to bring my own laptop. So, hey, that's Bats. Good to see you. The new job starts on Monday. I'm hoping for the best. I am not very optimistic about it, but I am hoping for the best. As I told you before, you can't say no to better money, right? See above 4 raid. Okay, let me scroll up. Hang on. Good limited player. Going optimal. Okay, we're going to do that. So, going optimal. Sure, that's Ryan Spain. Absolutely. So, is it case sensitive? We're about to find out. Okay, so if this does work, it's going to cut me off. Thank you to everybody for all the great recommendations, for all the great help, for all the follows, for all the subscriptions. You guys are just awesome. I hope to see some, maybe even all of you on Friday. And as I say, more announcements on my future schedule. Okay, so I'm trying to set up the raid here. Is it working? It is. Take care, everybody. It's been just insanely, awesomely good.
I'm going to say, here's why I'm going to say no attacks. Because we have Chimera and a training. That's a good reason to say no attacks. And I'm going to play Lionfish here. Yeah, we don't want Chainweb exiled, but I can even handle the Chainweb exile. What I can't handle is the loss of my possible sweet combo coming up. Although this is a tempting thing to do, we'll definitely offer Lionfish for the Oracle, though. All right, welcome, Raiders. Who was that? I missed who it was, though. I looked away. grizzledmage, thank you for that. Appreciate that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ryan Spain. I co-created the Limited Resources podcast with Marshall Sutcliffe in 2009 before joining Wizards of the Coast for 7 years, and now I'm doing this on the daily for some crazy reason. All right. Chimera only has 2 toughness. They could forge us out of this, but if we can untap with Chimera... if we can untap with Chimera... All right. Well, now... we're going to no attack and offer a... and keep up Divine and Return to Nature and Riptide Turtle. We can cast everything in our hand, basically.